What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, this is my championship for my solo series that I was fishing this fall at Pomme. The top 20 qualified, and I think I ended up like 7th, I think. So a lot better, honestly, than I thought I was gonna do. I didn't think I was gonna do that good, but I actually ended up doing pretty decent. So qualified for the old championship, and that's at Pomme to Terre, early December. Kind of a tough tournament. We never really figured out something major that we could get big bites doing. Very confident I could get a limit. I did, but it was like 9 pounds or something. Little Pomme limit. Lake is famous for that. But it took like 19 pounds to win, but fell off pretty quickly after that. I don't know how the guys who won caught them. Probably scoping or something, if I had to say, but fun tournament. I don't have a lot of footage in this one because it was insanely foggy until about like 11:30, 12. And so I couldn't get much footage as I had to have my nav light in most of the day. But also threw an ear on a prop as we were taking off, so that didn't help. Like I didn't throw the whole ear, but I threw a piece of it off, so I couldn't run fast at all the rest of the day. You know, stuff like that happens. But kind of go over my top baits and what happened. One of my baits right now is in the rod locker that I was using, but it is there's a lot of stuff on that right now, and I don't really want to get it off. But I was throwing a Mega Bass 110. I think the color was like Stain Reaction or something. I was throwing that on the Justin Hamner jerkbait rod with 10 pound mono, 12 pound mono, something like that. Can't remember which one. And that was what I caught pretty much all my fish on, a lot of them. And then I also caught some on an A-rig. Normal wintertime bait for around where I live, and probably around anywhere. What I had on here was mostly just these 3-inch blip minnows. And then for the middle one, I'd either put on a little bigger swim bait like this one, or I'd put on like a different color blip minnow. I think this color it's on here is called like Real Shad, I think, maybe. Rigged up with 3 1/8 ounce heads. We're allowed to have 3 hooks down here in Missouri. 3 1/8 ounce heads. I did end up catching a muskie on it. I ended up catching 4 muskies this day. And this is what it did to one of my jig heads. Completely tore it, like bent it. This is a big old muskie. But I'm throwing that on the Halo HFX 7'6" heavy. It's the best A-rig rod that I've used. I haven't really thrown it a lot, so I might have to test some other ones. But I really do like this rod for it. Great rod. I was throwing this on 20 or 25 pound fluorocarbon. I don't quite remember which one. One of those. Yeah. So that one was nice. Caught some on that, and then another setup. I didn't catch. I don't know if I caught one on the tournament. I think I got like 1 or 2 on the tournament on it. But this is a Halo HFX 7-foot medium cranking rod. It's actually a good jerkbait rod. I ended up catching like a 4.5 pounder on this, like 4 3/4 in practice on this. The setup right here, this jerkbait. But never got bit by a big one on it in the tournament. But it was a big one. And you know, I just never really figured out a super good bite that day either. Lost a couple, lost about like 2.5, probably some pounder. Might have been a little bigger on a jerkbait early. And then I lost about 2 1/4 probably on a little worm later in the day. But that's about it. I think I finished 6th maybe. 6th, 7th, 9th, something like that. But, you know, thank you guys for watching. And make sure to like and subscribe. Hey guys, we're out here at my championship on Pomme de Terre. Sorry you guys haven't been with me longer. It's been super duper foggy. It is 12 o'clock and I just now got my limit, and there's 5 little ones. My hands are freezing. It's cold. It's windy. Bite's tough for me, at least. I lost probably one about 2.5, maybe a little bigger, maybe a little less. I don't really know. Just pulled off, but I'm gonna try and get a couple more big ones and call out some of these little ones. He might help. Thought he was bigger. Little spotted bass. Boy, I'm on some white bass right here. Nice spotted bass.